I learned long time ago that it's not because you have the same blood as people that they are amazing people. You can have the same blood as a murderer, as a horrible person, and some nice people too. And listen, you can be brothers and sisters or parents and whatever, and people can be horrible to you, and they can even not like you, even if they put you in this world because of your choices, because of how you look, for whatever reason. You know what? In life, you create your own family in reality. Once you are 18, you are an independent person. You're an independent human being, and you can decide who are your brothers, who are your sisters, who are the people, who are your circles, right? It's something that my mom told me early in my life. Hey mom, why you don't talk to that person? I thought she was your cousin. And my mom was like, hey, listen. In life, you have to create your circles, and at a point you have to decide who you want to smile to and who you don't have to smile to. So I believe that if you are doing surgeries because you don't love yourself, and you just want to have a nose that looks like such and such to feel better, this will not actually fix what you need to be fixed by talking to a specialist, talking to people that can show you the way to love yourself is not really physical. I mean, hey, listen, it's cosmetic, looking the way you want to look, having a different nose or whatever, or even me, like I really love myself way more. I look myself more in the mirror now that I lost 13 kilos, and I can't wait to lose another 10 to really. And yeah, I'm always in front of the mirror looking at my abs. I'm like, oh, they coming out. So yeah, physical part is very important in the loving oneself, but nobody should ever love themselves because of the opinions of anybody. Brothers, sisters, parents, friends, strangers on the internet. Listen, I couldn't care less. Personally, I come from a special background. I come from a rich background. I lived in Paris in the beautiful neighborhoods, and when we went into hip hop dancing and yeah, tagging the walls in the rich neighborhoods and being the little hip hop Zulu kids of those neighborhoods, a lot of the people who used to walk with us at the Trocadero near the Eiffel Tower in Paris, a lot of those people, I didn't know where they came from. I didn't know how far they would go or come to, or maybe their mom was a worker at an apartment and that's why they lived in those neighborhoods. I have no idea. I never asked because I didn't care, because I didn't even know. I just arrived from Congo in the 80s when I was 7, and now that I'm 16, 17, 18 and I'm discovering rap, I just want to rap. I don't know you have to prove that you are from the streets, or you are poor, or you are this, or you live in Sarcelles or wherever to rap. To me, hey, what Public Enemy, Naughty by Nature, Pete Rock and Seal, Smooth Beastie Boys, LL Cool J, what they do, I want to do that. That's my passion. That's what I listen to, and I write some rhymes and I make some beats, and hey, I want to do music. That's all I know. So I hang out in Trocadero with the dancers, with the people who are in music. And in the beginning, nobody knew who I was, but I was dressed well because I would ask my dad for the hip hop stuff every time my dad would go to talk with the people at the UN or to see the ambassadors or do his political stuff in New York. I would ask him, hey, bring me some starters, bring me this, bring me that. So he would bring me a ton of them because it was cheap out there in the US, where it was expensive here in Paris. I mean, here, there. And, I'm there. And so I'm always there, always well dressed, always glasses, And in the beginning, everybody's liking me. Everybody's telling me that I'm cool. Everybody's telling me that, hey, we should do this, we should do that. You such a great person. We should work together, etc., etc. So I'm starting to form my little, be part of a little b-boy crew of Trocadero. So we walk at Champs-Élysées, we walk at Trocadero, etc. And one day we were supposed to go to the movies. And before going to the movies, one of our friends, I think he was a hairdresser, and he said he was supposed to fix the hair of everybody. And because I lived not far from Trocadero, I told everybody, hey, I live 4 metro stops from here. Let's just go to my house and we do our hair. And then So we all go there, walking in the street, hip hop, whatever. And we arrive in my neighborhood. And everybody is telling me, yo, you live in, I didn't know that my streets and the neighborhood was really the richest area of Paris. So it's the 16th district. It's where really like the rich people live. So we arrived not far from Porte de Passy, etc. We arrive at my metro, Jasmine. And so we're walking and everybody's like, this neighborhood. So I believe they thought that maybe my parents were maybe working for a big family, and we were in the maids' chambers. Like a lot of people who work for these families, sometimes they live in the little studios that those people, when they buy a big apartment, they also have 3-4 little studios that come with it for the people that work with them. So maybe some of them, their parents were doing that, and maybe they thought my parents were doing that as well. I have no clue. So we arrive at my door, and you have the employee door, it's a small door, and then you have the big door. And so we arrive, Boulevard de Montmorency, and I just there. I turn on the key, open the big gates, and everybody's a little shocked. I go in. We take the elevator. We arrive to the 2nd floor. I open the door to the house, and it's a 400-meter square, massive, giant apartment. And just the hall, that like when you enter the apartment, you just have a long hall. That hall, you can put a full apartment in there, because that hall was probably 50 meters square. Then you had 2 huge living rooms, my parents' living rooms and the kid living room, and then you had the dining room, and then you had the kitchen, and then you had a long ass corridor, long, on the way to my parents' bedroom and my sister's bedroom, and then on the side you had my mother's sister's bedroom, and then you had my brother and I's bedroom. I don't remember how many bedrooms that place had. You had 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, but you could actually divide them into 8 because they were huge bedrooms. And my sister had a bathroom. My little sisters have their own bathroom, and my brother and I, we had our bathroom. And my parents had their whole bedroom that was an apartment inside of the apartment. Huge place. So we're walking there, and my parents were not my parents were in Congo, and so we walk like a good 2, 3, 4 minutes to arrive to my bedroom. When we arrived to my bedroom, I say, okay guys, you can put your coats there, and we can do the hair in my bathroom. And all the guys, they look at me like, yo, you really live here? And I was like, yeah, why? I had no clue that the apartment was huge. I had no clue. Wait, let me show you my street where I grew up. I think it's on Google Maps, right? Google Maps. Google Maps. Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. 39 Boulevard de Montmorency. 75016 Paris. Ah, there it is. That's my street. Wait. Can I go to... There you go. All right. So that's where I grew up. Exactly where I grew up. That's where I grew up. That's my street. So this is the old, there used to be a train here, but it stopped being trains passing there. So that's where we would go and do our little tagging. This is where my ex tried to run on me with her red car. And this is, okay, that's where I used to live. Oh, okay. That was the door. This was, oh, sorry. I cannot go in front. Okay. This is the door for employees. And this is the main door. And our apartment was from here until, was it? Yeah, it was from here until there. The whole thing. And it went all the way to the back of the building. So that was a huge place. And yeah, this is the very good neighborhoods of Paris. Here you have Rue Raffet, and then here you have Boulevard Suchet, Boulevard Maréchaux, and then this takes you to Boulevard Suchet, which take you, if you go far away, it will take you to how you call this? To Porte de oh, the street? Yeah, the doors. It will take you to Porte de la Muette or Porte d'Auteuil. Yeah, you had Porte de Saint-Cloud, and then rich neighborhoods. Anyway, that's not the story. So once these guys tell me, you live here for real? I'm like, yeah, why? Listen, I've never been to somebody else's house. We were very protected as kids. Our parents, we never took the subway until maybe we were 16. We always had a driver. We always had security. We always had people living with us in the house, people cleaning our stuff. We were very little princes and princesses. So when I discovered hip hop, and I'm 18 now, and I'm walking around and meeting new friends and taking the subway by myself and going, I'm super naive about the world and about how the world works. I believe that if I smile to people, they will smile back to me. And so we are just there, and everybody I meet, I'm just happy to meet them. Everybody that's into hip hop, I'm super happy to talk hip hop about them because I know everything about hip hop, etc., etc. And I'm black, they're black. For me, we all the same. I don't realize that, no. In life, in this world, there's levels, there's castes, and I'm around here, they're here. I have no clue. I don't know. Nobody ever told me that. All I know is that we love the same thing, so we cool. My mother always told me, hey, don't bring people at home don't bring like anybody at home. Like, you can bring people from school, etc., but don't bring all these strangers you meet in the street. And I was like, but that day I understood. Soon as they saw like my bedroom, my TV, I had TV in my bedroom back in the days. That was something. And soon as they saw my little home studio at that time, My bedroom had like a terrace with, on the back of the apartment, my bedroom had a terrace that had a view to a little garden. Like, it was really like living in with the rich people. So they do the hair and everybody's like normal, more or less. And then when we arrived to the cinema, so everybody had their, I don't know how much was movies at the time. Let's say 50 euro, 50 francs. Because this is the, we are in probably in 92 probably. So we are going to the movies to see whatever movie. And when we arrive to the counter, all of them are like, no, you pay. You pay, you're rich, you're not like us, you pay. You pay for the movies. And I was like, what? No, you pay for the movies. Starting now, you pay for the movies, you pay for the rest, you pay for everything. I was like, what's wrong with you guys? And they were like, it's not that they changed, but they changed. It was like, this guy betrayed us, pretending that he's like us, when in reality, this guy has nothing to do with us. And yeah, your parents are rich. You are rich. And I was like, no, I'm not rich. I don't have money. I just received my pocket money, as everybody. And I have no idea that what I was receiving was a lot too. But you see, it's, then people change with you. Then people started hating. And then everywhere that I would go, people would say, yeah, no, this guy, yeah, no. And so every time I was going to rap in places, the girls would be happy to see me, but a lot of the guys, they would just be like this. Because, and I remember one guy was like, yo, I love the way you rap. And I was like, yo, you love the way I rap, but whenever I'm performing, you and your friends are just watching with menacing, you just like, as I'm performing. And then you're like, yeah, you know, I know it's true, but in reality, I'm sorry, bro, but whenever you on stage, everybody's like, no, for him, we don't move our head, we don't support because he's rich. And me, I was like, wait a minute. I don't choose which balls I come from. All right. I was just born. And yeah, I was born maybe in the right place. You don't know our struggles. You don't know what it is to be there. But you cannot hate for something that I didn't choose. But yeah, that's where it was. And now everywhere I would go, I had to prove to people that I was worthy of singing. And worse for everybody, I had so much talent that everywhere I would go, I would kill it. So people will hate even more because they were like, not only this motherfucker is rich, but also he has fucking talent. So we hate him. So now I have people telling me, be careful. Some people want to put a knife in your back. I was like, what? Yeah. And it took me a long time, a very long time. Trust me. It took me probably until I was 30 to ask myself, why do I need the approval of all these people? The people from the French rap community, same thing for the people from the Zouk community. Now the excuse was, yeah, you're not from the West Indies. Yeah, I'm still number one. What you want me to do? Then it was the Kizomba people. Yeah, you're not even from Angola or from Cape Verde. I'm still number one. It's not my fault. It's the music. The music speaks for itself. The talent speaks for itself. You ugly, it's not my fault if I'm cute. It's not my fault. So at a point, one day I just woke up, I remember, frustrated for whatever reason because another person was hating on me for something that I didn't do. It's just like people don't like you because, yeah, you have everything. You talented. You can write. You can make beats. You did, and you come from a good family. And yeah, you didn't suffer in life. All that shit. And at a point, I was like, yeah, fuck all these people. Because why does it matter to me what strangers think? What does it matter to me what the people who have no arguments are always going to use the same thing? They're going to use that, oh, it's because you're white, or it's because this, or it's because you have this privilege, or it's because you that, or it's because you have long hair, or it's because you're a light-skinned girl, or it's because this, or it's because that, or it's because you come from this. And in reality, you cannot let people's insecurity be sent to you, because actually all these people are insecure about themselves. Listen, Steve Jobs was a Syrian refugee that got adopted because his father didn't want him or something, and he got adopted by a family in Silicon Valley. So he came from Syria, and maybe his path was, he didn't start with the best things, and that motherfucker still created fucking Apple computer and changed the universe with the iPhone, the iPad, the iMac. Apple company is now a multi-trillion-dollar company created by a Syrian kid who was adopted. So he's somebody who could have been there crying about what he doesn't have or where he can. No, he had the drive, he had the vision. That's it. All this to say that when you have the drive and you have the vision for yourself and you trust in yourself, your brother can hate you, your sister can hate you, your mom can hate you. Listen, the people who don't like me, they don't matter to me. And hopefully this story is inspiring you to understand that you don't listen. I don't need nobody to love myself. Trust me. Like if I know my wife loves me, I love my kids love me, but if all these people were not there and I was living alone and I had nobody, I would still love myself. Because I don't put my value in the eyes of other people. My value is my value. I know what I can do. I know what are my talents. I know that I can rap, sing, make beats, do this, talk for hours in front of a camera on the internet. I know I can do so many things, and that's my value. And yeah, of course, I love it when my mom tells me that she loves me and that she's proud of me. I love it when my dad tell me the same thing. But if they didn't tell me this, I would find somebody else that would tell me that. And those people's opinion would be more important than the people who just out of nowhere are just hating for the sake of hating. And listen, those people who came to my house for the first time back then, yeah, listen, I saw them 1, 2, 3, 4 times. And at a point I was like, yo, fuck you guys. And yeah, I would see them in the street and yeah, cool. And I have no idea what they became, all of them. And I don't care. I have no clue. It's been 30 years. I don't think about them. And at a point, self-worth is more important than all these people outside.